Welcome to another edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. My name is Victor. I'm from the beautiful city of Vancouver, British Columbia, on the west coast of Canada. Myself and several of our friends, myself and several of my friends from the US as well as Canada, have all moved here to Southeast Asia. I live in Philippines as well as Vietnam part of the year, and some of my other friends are here in Philippines, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. And we just got tired of the rat race back home. It was getting outrageously expensive. The cold winters, the crime. It was just getting out of hand. We were going to work early in the morning, coming home late at night. And when we came home late at night, we're too tired to spend any time with our family. That's not what life is all about. Life is meant to be enjoyed stress free. If you're not enjoying your life, it means either you're doing the wrong thing or you're in the wrong environment. Now, even though it's very, very cheap to live in this part of the world, you do still need a sustainable source of income. And all of these other YouTube videos, 90% of them, 90% of these other YouTube videos about how you can make money online, 90% of them are totally bogus. They don't work. I admit that when me and my friends, when we first came here, most of us failed. We ended up broke and back home. But we learned from our experiences. And I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can have the life of your dreams here, working 2, 3 hours a day. Most of the time, you're by the beach, drinking coconut water, enjoying your life. You absolutely can have the life of your dreams here stress free if you know what you're doing. Many people they email us. We have our email in the description box below. Send us an email. We'll point you in the right direction and give you the advice that you need, the really valuable advice that you need to enjoy your life to the fullest. Because again, if you come here without a solid game plan and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up broke and back home, just like we were. Let's get started with today's video. In this video, I'm going to discuss how I became a fan of Filipino celebrities. I was in New York, in Woodside, Queens, where I used to live. Shout out to Woodside. That area is full of Filipinos. And I used to live in Woodside. So, I used to go into the local bakeries and, Filipino restaurants. So I went to this one as I normally did. And I just got some food. I think chicken adobo and some other delicious Filipino foods. And on the TV, I saw this show called Aquino and Abunda Tonight. Now, this was in New York. Of course, normally in the Philippines, I believe that show used to play like 10 o'clock or 10:30, 11 p.m., something like that. But in New York, of course, it played in the afternoon. So I was watching an episode. That was the first time I was watching this episode. And I just became a fan from the very first time I saw this show. And, when I used to go to this Filipino restaurant in Woodside, I used to watch even other Filipino celebrities, and I became a big fan. Nothing pretentious or fake about Filipino celebrities. They keep it real. And that's what I like. And in fact, I remember I walked into a hair salon in Woodside in Queens. And again, I saw that Aquino and Abunda, and I just said absolutely 100% right. I had no idea what they were saying. They were speaking in Tagalog, and everybody was just laughing. I said, I'm a big fan. So they asked me, a fan of who? Ma'am Aquino or Mr. Abunda? I said both. So, then I actually ended up coming here and living here in Manila. And then I used to watch the show when it was actually on late at night. And I just became a fan, made my day to watch that show. And it's sad it went off the air, but nonetheless, I wish Miss Aquino best of health. I heard that she had some unfortunate health issues, so wish her a speedy recovery. And Mr. Abunda, he's just the best. Even some of the other celebrities like Vice Ganda and Ann Curtis, all of these other celebrities, they keep it real. I really don't think they have anything pretentious about them, and it's very entertaining. Like I watched the ABS, CBN Showtime before. Really, it's very entertaining and light-hearted. You don't see that in other countries. It's just very lighthearted and fun. You have that genuine, fun-loving spirit. So I love Filipino celebrities. God bless them. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.